Previously on Metaphor ReFantazio, the party went to Nord Mines, but Captain Klinger tried to kill him for surviving the false flag op from the fortress. This, along with the revelation that Louis left Stroll's hometown of Bird, caused the noble to unlock his archetype. Further in the mines, the party fought another human boss and a dragon, both of which required me to avoid using the secret archetype because of their fire attacks. Finally, the party had to overcome a short obstacle course because the dragon still wouldn't die for some reason. Dragons. An enigmatic and powerful creature reigning supreme at the top of the ecosystem. King of all monsters, they are known as dragons. With their overpowering strength, they could wipe out an entire fleet of military gauntlet runners as easily as breathing. Best not to get on their bad side. Many are believed to possess colossal scaled bodies with membranous wings and raptor-like talons, but due to the lack of personal encounters, the exact details remain unknown. In some areas, they are thought to be mythic creatures of legend, and are even revered on occasion as gods. Magla Hollow. Magma is not uniformly concentrated in the atmosphere, existing more like patches of smoke or fog in the air. As such, Magla is dense in some areas and extremely thin in others. One could say Magla was hollowed out. Such areas provide reprieve from especially dense Magla, as the likelihood of encountering organisms affected or frenzied by Magla is significantly lessened. Heroic Tribe. Tribe whose members have longer lifespans, some living more than twice as long as the average of our tribes. They age at the same pace until adolescence, spending the remainder of their lives in middle and old age. Perhaps as a result, the heroic tribe conjures images of the elderly in many minds. In a seniority-based society, heroics often hold high positions due to their longevity. They place great value in eventually passing down their knowledge and purpose, so much so that they are known to remember favors as well as hold grudges for 3 generations. The many heroic have unique markings on their face. They are not born with them. They are a form of traditional makeup. Plateau. Moore's pet cat who lives in Akademeia with him. He doesn't necessarily resemble an animal called cats that exists elsewhere. The strange charm hanging around his neck, a type of magic igniter according to Moore, allows for visions of him to be projected outside of Akademeia.
You're kidding!
I can't believe not just you, but Stroll and Grius have awakened that power. I heard that mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder what it was. Whew, I'm exhausted. That Magla was unusually dense, and now it's already dark. I hope we can see a beautiful, clear sky tomorrow.
Time for bed.
We still have a long way to go to Grand Tride. You should get some sleep for tomorrow. I thought I'd join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor to be bestowed with an extraordinary power.
Well...
Was this the path I was headed for, or is this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull up the assassination and the prince returns to power, I think our country will be on a better path. I'll get my revenge on Louis, no matter what it takes.
Nonetheless...
I must admit, all this camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. Sometime after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, the place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again if we stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason. A terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. So that's why we didn't bring along the red-haired one. Get some sleep.
Well...
I will not let his power go to waste. I do wonder how one particular knight of the royal guards is doing now. The red-haired one, most likely. Yeah, can't escape out of bounds. Not even gonna pretend I have the freedom to do so. Okay, no choice but to sleep because there's nothing to do at the camp. Not even a gold beetle. Seems Moore has something to say.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies, only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain. Good.
Alrighty then, let's hit the road. The king's funeral is coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad.
Hold on.
Fort was likely wiped out by a monster. I think it was one of Louis's schemes. Louis, he's gone too far. We need to reach the royal capital no matter what.
Let's see here.
Around here's the place we camped after we left the fort, remember?
Here? Let's hurry.
They missed a search party after us. I think we should get moving. We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready? As if you'll let me do anything else.
Great.
Right, let's get moving then.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
So many days pass.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louis zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
We both did well. Hurry holding up. It's only gonna get tougher.
We both did well to make it out.
Yes, we certainly did.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady! Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. One day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Euchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Oh shoot, doesn't rain affect certain game mechanics?
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Here we go.
Grius went ahead, let's hurry after him.
That's terribly unfair.
What now?
Shoot, I don't have access to Grius' equipment. I thought as long as they were kind of aligned, they're still allies, I could have access to it. Huh. Okay, you better not leave with this really good sword, Stroll. Seriously, this sword is worth more than your life.
Now then.
I wonder what lodging Grius mentioned is. What the lodging Grius mentioned is like. Can't wait to actually get some restaurants.
That's terribly unfair.
What's wrong? The Hush Honeybee Inn is on Sunshade Row. Give your map a look if you need a reminder of where it is. This journey was a rough one. I came across a horde of Goborns and thought I was gonna die. I suppose it's reckless to be in this line of work with just a plain old horse-drawn carriage. So I've only had a gauntlet runner. Wait, what's the point of complaining to an Elda? I must be more exhausted than I thought.
Then Elda?
Elda, I remember you. You walked through the wasteland to get here before, correct? Got right in the carriage this time, If so, the coachman did you a kindness. Aha. Oh, could be. You're an Elda, correct? I've never seen one of your kind before. I assume you're not from these parts. Tell me, do you hail from outside the city? That's right. I see, I must admit, I'm quite jealous of you, Elda. Traveling outside the city is the most dangerous venture, unless you have a gauntlet runner, that is. What was your first time here? I must warn you to stay on your guard. This city's citizens can be somewhat unwelcoming towards people of your tribe.
Ugh, come off it.
No, and Elda again. Ugh, it's the same one that was skulking about earlier, too. It's been a while since I was here. How do you remember me? You dare show yourself here, just as the royal funeral is taking place. Oh, this is a bad omen. Hurry up and get out of here. Your kindly makes the Magla stronger. Well, this lady's one to talk. It's not like she can actually tell how much Magla is in the air.
Hey!
What's this then? You come to pick this one over too? Hate to tell you, but he's got nothing worth taking. Is he alright?
You are?
What, never seen someone hit by this before? Just look at him. Of course he's not alright. I think something moves him along during the day, but come at night, he's always around these parts, moving like a ghoul. Waste of sympathy, trying to look out for these types. Not exactly a rare sight in town. Is this like Magla poisoning or some shit?
Just pathetic.
Sunshade Row. Did we see a guy get executed around here? This is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from prying eyes.
Got it.
But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around.
Isn't that...
Compared to that big boulevard we came from, this street is pretty dreary, but the Honeybee Inn should be nearby.
Do you need something?
The Honeybee Inn, only bad sorts of folk in there, you know? Well, go at your own risk, I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down that and there will be some stairs. It's at the end of that way.
Damn.
A cursed landlord. Told him my mother comes tomorrow and he still springs all his work on me. Hey you, fancy a roll? What's one sure way to find a kind-hearted in this country? Here? No idea.
That's right.
Indeed, more precisely, up on those gallows there. Yes, the people hanging there are good, virtuous people. A true villain never faces judgment, no matter their crimes.
Well...
By the way, you're not from the capital, are you? What brings you to Cesspool Sea? An inn on Sunshade Row.
Yeah.
Oh, Honeybee, what business might one have there? Why do you have a face? Does that mean you could become a follower and give me a new archetype or something? When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait. The last Nydia was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such pathetic cowering. First time we came, there was a hanging here. It was an awful thing to witness. Shop in front of the gallows? A shop in front of the gallows? Do you think they do well here? Don't look at me, damn Elda.
Idiot peasant.
Out of my way. What? Someone's trying to come upstairs, but don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. What? Out of my sight, filthy little Elda. What? Even just passing through randomly and they just... What? Someone's shouting from upstairs. Don't let it get you. You haven't done anything wrong. Man. I didn't even see anyone up there. Glumhall, if it's an igniter shop, doing a good job disguising it. Either way, we need to be elsewhere right now.
Hey, you there?
What are you doing here? This ain't a place for a guy of your stature. Hold on, Elda. I see. That's why. What do you mean? I have business at the Hushed Honeybee. Take a look around, mate. The people who gather here have a little something in common. And all like you, pretty pissed like us. I don't pry, but it's safe to say, we've all been through the ringer, we have.
Oh, this place.
This is Hushed Honeybee Inn.
Got it.
Finally, a place to get a proper rest. Something good's cooking too. I can smell it. Let's hurry inside.
You're back.
Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble. These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home. Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the Honeybee without her. Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
It's so good.
I'm surprised they picked out a small enough sample of the ingredients.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
I didn't realize I was on auto the entire time.
Red grass roasted bidou. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us. Which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Louis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Louis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
A knife against was most likely the main villain of the game. Huh.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you'll just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
Is there gonna be a stealth minigame? Alright, I don't know about this. Ellipses. Yeah, I'm having doubts about this plan.
I really don't know about this.
Stop fussing. Leave it to me. One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
You've got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves. But I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her? At least?
Look at that.
New memorandum. Hush Honeybee Inn. A tavern inn on the back streets of Grand Trad managed by a peripus named Fabienne that acts as Grius' secret base of operations. The first floor is known to be an unofficial meeting for minority tribes to gather and exchange information. Fabienne is generally aware of Grius' covert operations and occasionally even lends her cooperation. At the tavern, Fabienne prepares delectable dishes from her hometown, and her food is highly popular. Red grass roasted bidot. Wait, can we cook in this game? A culinary specialty from the hometown of Fabienne, hostess of the Hush Honeybee Inn. Roasted with zesty, spices and red grass herbs. This aromatic poultry dish is supposedly so addictive that one bite will make you crave it for life. Many customers frequent the Honeybee to indulge in this meal alone. A hidden gem of Sunshade Row. Maria Alsace, Grius' daughter, part Roag, part Ishkia. She lives at the Hush Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad, where Fabienne takes care of her. A cheerful and lovable girl, she helps out in the inn at night, but is often discriminated against for being half-blood, resulting in a lack of friends her own age. Fabienne Volpes, proprietress of the Hush Honeybee Inn, a tavern inn located in the back streets of Grand Trad. A beautiful peripus woman of good character. She has a common law marriage with Grius and links of his child Maria as her own. The bed. Stroll.
Hey.
After nothing but a hard ground of campsites, I'm looking forward to a sleeping night. You can handle Grius' daughter, can't you?
Hey!
Grius isn't around to do it, so let's go talk to Maria. I bet she's pretty lonely now, after all. Simple but well-kept bed. I lay down in it, I'm sure I'll fall asleep at once. But now it's not a good time to take a nap. Guest room. Door's locked, but no one seems to be inside. Well, I was thinking it'd be secretly an evil inn that tries to kill its customers, right? Maria's room. This room belongs to Grius' daughter, Maria. It doesn't look like it's a guest room. Hey, anything back here? Food shelf. Fabienne's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in her way, so leave them alone.
Please enjoy your stay.
Grius and I go some ways back. Please make yourselves at home.
Did you need something?
Let's play a game. Nothing in particular. I can't sleep. Okay, what do I say I can't sleep?
I can't sleep.
You can't relax? Your job must be hard. Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Want to read it together? Do you know how to read?
Want to read it together?
Really? Oh, but I still have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yes. You did a very good job today.
Let's read then. There's so many pictures. Are all books like this? Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
Do you help out every day? That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive that you know how to read.
Well, I can't do lots of hard words, but I like learning new ones. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
You're strong. Are you sure you're alright?
You're a strong girl, Maria.
I know Papa's always busy with work, but I'm happy when he comes home. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Let me hear it. Let's do this again sometime.
Let's do this again sometime.
Really? You don't mind talking to me? Then it's a promise. You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
She must be feeling anxious herself, but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about her safety. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Thank you.
Okay, that's that's also gonna have light spells, I think. But what about my weapons? Can I still use the same staff I used for mage? Can sense the heroic embodiment of the healer from Maria. It'd be crazy if everyone, every archetype had their own weapon. That would be really expensive to deal with. Okay, now study healer in Akademeia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
I'll ask him to stay. I'm sure it'll work out.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Okay. I think I'll try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabienne and go to bed.
So, can I go to Akademeia right now?
Alright. I'll try to read this part now. In this country, the inn... The something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life. What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia. All are equal, all live in safety, and the rich and poor are as one, with no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help. Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting, and everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
Oh boy. Today's the day.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Louis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all. We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here, don't worry.
Bobby, you better not turn out to be a mole or something.
Papa.
You have a face portrait, but you don't seem to have an archetype for me to borrow.
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
It'll be fine. I'm here for you. We can read some more.
We can read a little more from my book, alright?
Really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
See you soon.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
Press RB to open the local map icon to show where each facility is located. Major facilities include a weapons shop, armor shop, general store, and magic shop.
Let's go.
Wait, magic? What? To get to this Grand Cathedral, we've got to head down San Lumio Street, then turn right when we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons or armor on the way, so let's stop by. If you can't find them, your map should help.
Oh.
Regalith Grand Cathedral. An enormous cathedral built in the royal capital around the same time Sanctism was established as a state religion. The largest structure in the entire kingdom. It boasts a scale far surpassing any other Sanctus construction. The land in which it was built was the former secretary for the Euchronian royal family. It's a cemetery. The highest point of the building soars past the palace by a large margin. Many feel comparative grandeur of the cathedral implies that the authority of Sanctism exceeds that of the royal family, which has no more than a few older citizens.
It's time.
Time has already come, huh? When you're ready, let's head for Regalith Grand Cathedral.
Oh.
That reminds me.
The winter funeral will be packed with the country's aristocrats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, chaos gives us a perfect opportunity.
At last.
It's almost time. Let's stay focused.
See you.
Have a safe trip. I'll be a good girl and wait. I'll close up shop during the day. It's His Majesty's funeral, after all. I think I'd get some glares if I open the tavern this early in the day. You and yours don't want that kind of attention, do you? Today's the royal funeral. The king, he's really gone. My ball's about gone too. Gonna have to throw my own royal funeral. Gaha.
What?
Ugly Reeks, what's with this guy? We can't go for this way, so let's steer clear. What? Why are you blocking off that section?
Why?
What? Oh, they're just pointing out where the Akademeia dude is. Okay. I don't know why, but I can sense Moore's presence over there. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to Akademeia? How ironic. This is literally right near the gallows. Come think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to Akademeia when I can. Bruh. That is... I feel like I was expecting Akademeia to be located in the inn. When you think of peace, you think of inns, not gallows. People eat here, like the public executions are some kind of sick entertainment.
Now, where was I?
Feel Moore's presence. Let's go. I need to get you healer, probably. Let's hope healer uses the same weapon. I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might see them if I got a mind show me.
Here, kitty.
What cute cat? Look at his face. It's like he knows he's cute. Are you gonna have an archetype too? Oh, thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path as I expected you would. Splendid.
Well then.
I realize it's sudden, but there's something I want to ask of you regarding the power you are all gifted with. About archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake. What do you mean by task?
Alright.
To stand fearless in the face of change. That may not only alter your form, but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That indeed is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all show glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have. Yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables and obscurity. A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of ours, their ideals are soon buried, beneath history's weight, and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall too be fulfilled. In this way, I'm sure we can take the first step toward the ideal world I described in my novel.
Because you see...
Researching this power is valuable for me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone that which draws others to you. That is to say, your outwardly royal virtue. All my virtues are very low. Raise healer archetype to rank 10? Dude, what? Oh man, that's gonna take a while. No deadline though. Hopefully I'll get a good grinding spot, because the thing is, once I outlevel an enemy, can I really farm archetype points from him easily?
Please.
You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant me balanced understanding. Leave it to me. I don't really want to. Why are you helping me?
Yeah.
Leave it to me. Thank you for coming so quickly to your decision.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation of your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Louis.
But for that...
To that end, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes, and research the way their powers complement each other. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow, and indeed, change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I too will share in this growth.
This research...
And when that happens, my memories may gradually return. The king's seal upon them may fade. Such is where this place is, and why the king can find me here. For research, you gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately we reach the utopia I dream of. A mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already your efforts have done much for my research. Now there's more I can do to assist you.
How delightful.
When an archetype has learned a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. I can show you whenever you like. In this way, your encounters with others will become a source of even greater strength. What if I become too much of a master of none? Let us face these hardships together. I have hopes for your future endeavors.
Welcome.
Unlocking skills in the Akademeia. Skill inheritance is now available. You can now spend mag to unlock previously learned skills and give them to our archetypes. You can individually set the skills each archetype inherits. Let's see. Where's healer? There we go. 1,000? Damn, this was... they know this one's a good one. But I have no choice. I need a shit.
Fascinating.
The healer. This is the archetype you sense from Maria's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life.
Alright.
1,000 mag. Oh boy. Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
That's the power I seek.
Of course.
And so be it. Okay. By shared resolve and honor, create, take new form as a healer. Hear your voices of past hero souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety and strength. If I were prepared to reach out a hand to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee your soul, the soul of the healer.
Really?
So this is the power of the healer soul. I feel a power of restoration and light within me. It will help others. For anyone in need, I will do all my power. Okay.
I found new power.
Wait, what? A mace? Dude.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
What do you mean I can't just reuse my rod? What the heck is the difference? I hope I don't regret this. Inherit skills. Who shall inherit? Oh, I can add one. Oh, wow. Okay, according to the guide, I should set day for the inheritance skill, because right now the healer does not actually have a sort of a healing spell for some reason, which is really weird.
All right.
Yeah, I have to pay quite a bit though. Yup. So much for diversity, equity, and inclusion.
This could work.
Oh well, I'll have to do. That way I don't have to just guzzle potions.
That's right.
You can make that part of your... as you build your art-shaped tower, you make that part of your own. Plus changing into a new art shape will allow you to inherit the skills you learn in art-shaped trees. Inheritable skills can be freely set in Akademeia. However, there's a hard limit on the number of skills you can equip at once. You'll have to personally assign inherited skills for each archetype. Additionally, inheriting skills will require a skill-specific amount of mag. However, paying it, the skill can be added or removed as you like. Oh, it's a permanent purchase. Okay, good. Because it'd be annoying if I had to grind back the mag just to redo decisions.
What would you care to know?
Yeah, it's kind of like those... it's kind of like the plugins from Trails for Daybreak in that way. Since once you buy it, it's pretty much yours forever, sort of. Except this time you have to buy for each person, each class kind of thing, huh? Yeah. Okay, so this is the healer book. Okay. Types of the order. Live heroes who healed all who looked to them for succor, regardless of birth. Their souls guard the form the power of the healer. Among them, the adept who walks the path of salvation I dubbed the cleric, and the elite guardian of all things I dubbed the savior. All things holy. The healer archetype is not only peerless in its healing and purification on the battlefield, but is a master of offensive light magic as well. That also means you can only target that element. But in choosing to heal, one must sacrifice the strength to harm, or the resilience act of the shield. Let no healer forget its truth.
That's right.
This archetype is a supporting role with great healing magic and some offensive light magic, but otherwise it's pretty fragile.
That reminds me.
The store only operates at night. Maybe we should check it out some night when we're free.
An Elda.
Oh, I can enter this building. Display igniter. Well, look at this price tag. Who has that kind of money? But I suppose that without one, most people can't cast magic.
Ridiculous.
Just who do you think you are? Don't tell me someone of your lowly stature actually intends to purchase an igniter. Surely shop standards can't be so low that they would sell one to an Elda. I wager you haven't even an idea what magic or igniters are in the first place. I know a bit. If it's unthinkable that an Elda such as yourself would understand the workings of magic. Listen to all you, Claude. Magic is activated by consuming a power called Magla, the origin of magic. You can't see Magla, but it's everywhere. In the air, in the soil, in our own selves even. But all that Magla means nothing without a way to activate it. And that's where igniters come in. These days, most come with their own Magla crystals, so with practice, anyone can use magic, to an extent anyway. That being said, igniters are expensive, as you can plainly see. This shop's windows are likely the closest you'll ever get to owning one. With an igniter like this, anyone could potentially wield magic, but that price certainly restricts who can get one. These crystals aren't merchandise, alright? They seem just like lumps of Magla.
Incredible.
So this is the latest model of magic igniter. I admit, it does have a very high-end feel to it. Crystals and magic igniters. Aren't the crystals used as materials when they build the igniters? How are igniters even constructed anyway? I can't even begin to imagine how you would make such a thing. At this establishment, we only sell the very best magic igniters in the whole country. It's our policy to decline service to certain tribes, including the Elda. Apologies, but I must ask you to leave. That's unacceptable. I'll come by again. I thank you for understanding. Please do have a good day elsewhere.
You!
I can enter a tavern here now. Is there a point?
What a mess.
I was thinking of eating just before the royal funeral, but apparently the area in front of the Grand Cathedral is already quite crowded. It'd be a shame if I couldn't get inside. Let's leave now and make our way there quickly.
Just can't believe
My toast to the royal funeral has become one drink too many. Oh, my head hurts.
What am I gonna do?
Oh no, quite the rare sight in a town like this. Sorry, I'm about to close shop. I'll have the church's eyes on me if I leave it open on the day of the royal funeral.
Closure.
The royal funeral is set to commence. Everyone gather at the Grand Cathedral. Gather at the Grand Cathedral. So the funeral procession is safe to begin. It's being organized by the church, isn't it? Obviously, he'll be his eminence for in doing so. If all goes well, he'll be our next king. Obviously, you say. He's not even been named the official successor. Expect what you will, but still.
Closure.
St. Firmus Church. Wait, what? Oh, can I purify stuff here? Is it worth purifying this giant-ass sword?
Closure.
Closure. Today is the day of the royal funeral, so the believers have guard at the Grand Cathedral. If you have any of your services, please be quick about it. Judging by the sword upon your hip, I take it you are a warrior. If you carry armaments with hidden potential, I can purify them for you. However, no matter how sincere you may be, you are still an Elda. You must demonstrate a basic understanding of sanctism if you expect any cooperation. If my wisdom was informed, I could ask the church to purify my equipment. No! Certain equipment can be taken to the church and purified, after which it is born anew with enhanced capabilities and new special effects. You can unlock purify function by raising wisdom, royal virtue. Equipment that can be purified will be noted in the item description. Balm of... Wow, you sell some pretty expensive stuff. Listen, the phrase close rate contains less ancient words within. Now cast your eyes downward and put your hands to your face to pay your respects and bare your soul before God. Praying while covering both eyes with both hands. I feel like not being able to see anything would make me more anxious.
Oh!
Is the procession so far? I suppose it wouldn't pass through a dingy street like this. There's no way they'd bring the king to a street full of purpose. Whoa there, hold on now. Is that an Elda over there? Don't stare. Oh, I can feel my skin crawling.
Hey, mister!
Mom got cross with me. She said don't say bad things about other people. But saying bad things about Paripus is a-okay. Why is that? Because I don't get in trouble for saying stuff like weird ears or no horn. And so, wait, hold on. You don't have horns either, huh, mister?
You've come at a good time.
Hey, no, lad. That's a nice story you got there. Good luck, I'm no thief, but that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. I need it. But by mag, I'm talking about tiny magless crystal shards. I buy them up on order of the Sanctus Church. The accumulators out there got it too, but I say they're inefficient. Anyway, what else will you use it for? Pretty sweet deal I'm offering, mate.
Isn't that...
Mag, that's the currency we use to study archetypes in Akademeia. If you're really sharp for money, you could exchange mag here. You need both, though, so I'll leave it up to you. The device like Garrus Magla crystal is too small or impure for use, and refine some of the Magla crystals of sufficient quality for use in magic igniters. It has a number of open pipes that extend outwards, and is sometimes accompanied by a floating terminal device. Many stationed in areas where large amounts of people gather, such as Grand Charter or large cities. The pipes in the floating terminal collect Magla from the atmosphere, though the amount collected is marginal because the technology is new. The quality of the crystals produced is a far cry from good, but they are sufficient for igniters and are linked to the increased efficiency in the igniter production, which until now has always required natural crystals. Though unpopular with most of the nobility who see them as an eyesore, they are viewed favorably by most. The main reason being that the crystals produced by igniters can be sold. This alleviates the discontent of those who feel deprived of the opportunity to make use of the magla that exists within everyone, as igniters and magic education are too expensive. Currency. The reeve is the standardized unit of currency in the United Kingdom of Euchronia. It comes in several denominations marked by size, shape, and type of coin. It ranges in value from large gold coins to average silver coins to various copper coins for subunit amounts. The largest denomination of reeve is the Euchronian ingot, equivalent to 20,000 reeve. It is rectangular in shape, fitted with a special stone to prevent forgery, and rarely seen due to its high value. The Euchronian gold coin, or gold, equals 50,000 reeve. It's a circular golden coin bearing the likeness of the first king of Euchronia, who was extolled as the merciful king. Silver coins come in two variations. The first, called silver, is the Ukrainian silver coin equal to 500 reeve. It is round in shape and bears the crest of the Ukrainian royal family. The second, the Regalith silver coin, is a relatively new denomination equal to 1,000 reeve, commonly known as the church silver. It was issued by the crown theocracy to commemorate both the state's adoption of Sanctism as its official religion and the construction of the Regalith Grand Cathedral. It is the same triangular shape as the Sanctus crest and serves to reinforce the political power of the Sanctus Church. Copper coins have been in circulation across all three countries since the annexation and continue to be used today. There's no uniform value for them, and they're mainly used for exchanging nominal amounts too small for silver. These qualities, as well as how rarely they are counterfeited, have led up to them remaining unregulated. All copper coins are round in shape, but feature various designs. The most common coin in circulation is the Ukrainian standard, but there are many featuring geography from Oceania and Ontario as well. Exchange mag acquired in battle. The prices change day for day, but it's more favorable on bad weather days. But the weather looks good. Doesn't look that bad, so I don't know. Big cities like Grand Charter are the only places you can exchange mag. So you in? Listen, mag gets censored on the days when the weather is bad. This means the worse the weather, the higher I'll pay. That's why more and more people only come by on days with bad weather. You're a type of man conversion rate too. Okay, according to other people, it's not really worth it because you're going to be spending so much in the Akademeia anyways. Yeah, let's just ignore this guy and pretend he doesn't exist. Smithy? Yeah, I better buy a mace or something.
Hello there.
The royal funeral's being held today, so I've got to close up shop soon in the morning in my own way. If you're looking to make a purchase, get on with it, please. Appraise? Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean appraise? I thought everything was revealed right from the start.
What do you think?
In order to get the most out of any weapon, consideration must be paid to its type. For example, sword/enemy, while lances pierce some. If you're familiar with the characteristics of the weapon, even the simplest of attacks may turn a tide. The weapon's affinity can decide the victory before a blow is ever struck. For a true warrior, this is all common knowledge, but since so many these days rely on igniters and skip fundamentals, I figured I'd refresh your memory just to be safe. Okay, I'm gonna sell some of these exchange items. Buy. Kindling staff. This is only for fire. Wow, holy shit, this is expensive. So, Chelonia's shield works. Oh, I really wish I could grind for money. I should have grinded more. Leather shoes. New leather shoes have a unique smell. They're from Grand Trust, so they're probably halfway decent quality.
Oh.
And isn't that armor too big for you? The right fit is important. Rear shelf. Hey, that's not a sales floor. It's a store for antiques. I know, I need to organize all these helmets. Don't judge, okay?
Welcome!
We're a customer. Sorry, but we'll be closing soon because of the royal funeral, I'm afraid.
What is it?
I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there's no wisdom in buying the first piece of armor that happens to be within your budget. That may be reasonable when you're dealing with clothing or shoes, but for defensive gear, it's best to prioritize armor that suits your needs and body. If you start acting like some spoiled Clemar and come back in here complaining and demanding a return for armor that doesn't fit, I swear I'll ban you. It'd be better for us if we got banned from here. In any case, we should put some consideration into the compatibility between our armor and archetype. Bro, why is everything... Dude, the prices are literally balanced with the expectation that you beat the dragon. Oh, hey, beetle. That's number 3. What's in comfort concoctions? I can't wait until I can... Apparently, merchant archetype will let me farm easier. Farm money easier, which would help me with buying up archetype weapons so I'm always prepared. The spice gives off a suspicious glow. Leave it alone.
Oh, come on.
My word, what is this? There's a hair in this herb. Fine, shopkeeper, I'll buy it for half the price. Problem isn't all herbs. The herb pungent smell is coming from it. Okay, fine. I'll stick my hand in it. Taking 1 gold beetle? Okay, but there's something else over there. What the heck is that? Is that a 2nd gold beetle? Do I need to wait for something to happen here first?
And what is it you want?
King Web looked twice at me, but you can't help but feel sad today. Anyway, you're making a purchase today.
Oh.
Right here's not bad, eh? Well, these shards do make a little cramped though, I suppose. You can hear the little buggers scurrying away to find new homes. I'm sorry, but please bear with me until I can clean things up. I'm not buying shit here. I'm too poor.
Say there.
Seems Santa Fex Forden will be the next king, or so my husband tells me. He has some saying with the Sanctus leadership, you see. He hears all sorts of inside gossip. Incredible, my husband could never.
Eh?
Something about Clemar artists and nobles that around here lately. My head's killing me listening to it all.
Say there.
Hey, mister!
My mom says she's going to see a royal funeral. Not me though, I'm going to stay home and play with my dad.
You're not serious.
There was a bounty I've been after a while, but when I asked about it at the recruitment center, I heard that Katharina had already taken it out. I don't envy your luck. Must be rough having to go up against the best bounty hunter in the country. It's frustrating, but I do honestly admire her for her excellent work. If she wasn't a parapet, I'm sure people would see her in a much better light.
Yeah, amazing.
Who would say? It's way too big. I got carried away and started running down the tunnel street. Now look at me. The Grand Cathedral feels like I'm turning away.
Dreadful.
What's your... Young man, have you interest in the shop's wares? Don't presume it's just some paltry Mastari shop. From the Malnova Archipelago to Montario, we have wares from all over the country. The cost sometimes reflects the fact accordingly, however. We have all sorts of things, from gear with the power to heal to foodstuffs to, well, nothing you'd want in your kitchen. What do you mean by last bit? This place is a little suspicious, but do you want to buy something anyway? What the hell is a mindless mallet? Okay, sleeping sweet burn.
Can we talk?
A baked sweet that eases your anxiety when eaten, but is that what you want by what you have 0 right now? Okay. Oh, sharp eye and good taste. Do come again if you're so inclined. Oh, damn it, this is the worst. Looks like there's some bug spicks in the spices. You can already picture the Clemar regular mine all red and the spit face screaming at me. Looks like I'll be down the customer from here on.
What should I do?
People may be playing for a royal, royal cap funeral, but I'm not raising prices for a quick reeve. That's how I'm paying my respects to His Majesty.
Actually,
basic meat was only cooked at home or shops, but these gauntlet runners the rich folk drive around have kitchens in them, apparently. Gauntlet runners, I could try running one someday. Cooking ingredient? No.
It's quite
Sorry to break it to you, but we're playing close-up shop early today. We're in mourning for a king and all.
fancy a chat.
It's not just in the old war, you know. You won't find such clean well water anywhere else. My husband goes through loads of trouble bringing it back here, so please don't say it's overpriced. Oh, hell, it's gonna be overpriced. Yeah, fruit cordial is too expensive for me. War merchant. Merchants who sell precious potable water, especially vital in Grand Trad, where lack of water is a chronic issue. Chronic issue because of heavy desertification. War merchants know where safe water sources exist and how to purify drinking water, and not reveal their trade secrets to others. In times of disaster or extreme drought, water can be valued higher than gold. The majority of water merchants are peripists who have no qualms with arduous labor. The arduous labor the profession demands. Wonder what it's like inside. I got a friend working for a nice family. She'll get to watch the royal funeral from the good seats.
Simply
How beautiful. The Grand Cathedral's exterior is truly stunning. I sense the kind of strength about it, one that can endure anything that may happen. Even if it were attacked, I'm certain it wouldn't be harmed at all. Of course no one dares try to attack the Grand Cathedral. What I tell you, sir, we just made in time. We must have come for the royal funeral, but the Grand Cathedral's already so crowded. I don't know if they actually made in time. Whoever was behind the king's step, I'd be disappointed if they stopped there. This country is rotten to the core. It needs to collapse once and for all. That's quite a disrespectful thing to say, though I must agree. What? Are they doomers?
Got it?
Time to sneak in. You ready? Yeah, no choice.
All right.
Let's find somewhere outside so we can change.
Lots of lords and nobles. Some generals, too. All the big names are here.
Can you see Grius?
I can pick him out. Although I don't see Luis around.
Look there!
The call! What is this?
Isn't that the flower straight from the king's garden? And a common-blooded man bearing them to a funeral? Does the man know no shame? That's tantamount to declaring himself royalty! You barbarian!
Your fool of a king is dead! Disillusioned by vain aristocrats and simpering clergy, he withered and died under his own weakness.
The audacity!
How can he say that?
This is madness! At the king's own funeral!
Lord Louis speaks true! The nobles are to blame!
Name the guilty!
But open your eyes, and you will see the crisis in our nation. I will show you truth! The truth of reality! You've all been sheltered, blinded by walls of stone. Behold a human corpse! They are no mere rumor. They lurk and nest across the very land you call home.
It's even bigger than the one we fought before. Holy shit. You're saying I have to fight that thing?
A fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. How long before we're overrun? You can only blame your king's weakness. And thus, who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
How dare you, scoundrel! Your words verge on treason!
Against what ruler, Blueblood? The dead cannot be betrayed. Let your late king's soul bear witness. Let Louis Guiabern be named the true and rightful ruler of Euchronia.
Hey, what do we...
What's happening?
Such power. It can't be.
Is that the final dungeon?
am Hythlodaeus V.
His Majesty?
The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
Did he just say Hythlodaeus V? That face? It can't be. His Majesty. The King? How?
Is it him?
He was dead? Why? Be silent! Let him say his piece.
Heed me, O kingless. Time is finite before my soul departs this benighted world. In 4 moons of life past death, there shall come a reckoning, a day of the hero. Upon that day, whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
By right of kings? The faith of the citizenry? Truly?
From the lofty heavens shall my unfading soul look down upon thee, and from the whispered hopes of thine anxious hearts shall those to whom thine allegiances lie be laid bare.
What's happening?
I hear thy voices ring out in clarion truth. Here and now witness the faces of those most desired to become king.
It's Vorden.
Count Louis! Count Louis is there too! They're all candidates.
Ha! What glorious spectacle! The mantle of king is mine by right and providence.
You go too far, Louis. We gather to mourn His Majesty, and you desecrate it. You would befoul the throne, blackguard.
So be it. Shall we test that? Good people, is Vorden truly fit to be king? Or shall you cast off the shackles of blind faith? We need not be chained to birth or trial. In my world, we are a people equal and united. I shall be your shield from the human menace. Together, peace is within our grasp.
When my village burned, the church did nothing.
There's no way we can fight those monsters alone.
And those of us in bonds? Will we too be protected?
Don't be fooled! He's not the man you think he is!
Hey, look! Louis, he's catching up to Vorden!
Can the giant thing really see what we're thinking?
Louis, you've led the people's hearts astray!
No future exists without the power to eliminate the human crisis. Those who stand at my side, who oppose the powers that be, my protection is yours. Or refuse my hand and perish. I will lead us over your corpses.
You mean, just as you killed the king?
A country is heavier than a crown, and he could not bear it. Retribution past due.
You vile!
He cares nothing for the blood on his hands.
Damn you, Louis! You think you truly deserve the crown? You doom us all! I won't stand for it!
Hey, who are you?
Silence him! A Kingslayer deserves only death! That's right!
Hey!
Yes, good! You need to go too.
Where's Grius? Alsace?
I shall not suffer the defiance of my people's will. In my name art thou punished.
Punished? Impressive. One of the royal family's dog. Rather poetic, I suppose.
See how he has rewarded your loyalty.
Damn it, that was not how I expected it to go down. I thought Louis would have won with his own power, but instead it was the king's own magic.
I warned you. This is the price of defiance. Though I hadn't expected the king's own magic on my side. So be it. Rally behind me. I will shield you from injustice. Rise above birth and circumstance, for they mean nothing!
Count Louis is our only
What
hope!
choice do we have? He'll kill any against him!
Not much of a choice.
Upon the day of the hero, whosoever has most earned my people's faith shall ascend upon my throne to rule, according to my judgment. Be thou criminal, pauper, or noble, thy claim is decided not by stature or trial. I shall bear witness. From this heavenly seat I am nigh omnipotent. Look to the faces carved upon this rock, and see thou the faces of the chosen. I shall brook no sabotage or obstruction of this trial. Let all hear me and obey.
We have to win a popularity contest before we can kill him, huh?
The damned!
Hey, Grius! Grius! Damn it! Louis!
Alsus.
The sun sets on old fossils. It is a new dawn, and its light shines upon Lord Louis as king.
Stand down!
Damned meddlers. So your wish is to die, is it? Your bones will be monuments to Lord Louis's glory!
No! He defiles the dead!
But Lord Louis has sent me here on an important errand.
What errand?
It seems I'll need considerable time to accumulate the Magla. Until it's done, however, I'm afraid I'll have to borrow the Cathedral. The day the King's morning ends will become the day of calamity. If you mean to interfere, then die.
Stand strong! The souls of the dead do not return. He manipulates them as puppets with foul magic!
Brace yourselves, everyone!
Oh, good thing I have the healer class.
Yes. What is this? What the hell is this?
Stroll, get a hold of yourself. We've got company.
Slicer? Bro, they got a fucking advantage on me.
Come. Damn it, I can't focus.
Anxiety? Oh no. They have a chance to be afflicted with anxiety in certain circumstances. When you are ambushed in the battle, or when they receive a critical hit from an enemy during battle. So how to resist critical hits? Just have high luck and agility? Allies afflicted with anxiety will be unable to control archetype skills, and attacks against them won't consume turn icons, among other things. Pay special attention to status ailment.
Sorry about that. I'll be alright.
Why? Even that giant sword can't protect you.
Brace yourselves.
Bruh. Hit rate. Oh my. Why? Why did they get the turn advantage, dude? Why?
Stroll's anxiety is spiking. Keep the enemies off him.
Hama.
Light!
Yes.
I can't.
Souping sweet bun.
This should work. It's okay.
Okay, I can
Royal Soul.
kill another one of you guys. I don't remember which of you got the accuracy buff.
Looks like they're weak to light. I guess it's our time to shine.
Damn it, they're not even that high level, but they still ambushed me. That sucks.
Can't afford to hold back. Warrior.
Yeah, fuck you, diagonal slash.
Hack and slash.
Okay. Hamas. That sounds like Hamas. The Sun Piker is to blame somehow. Okay, diagonal slash. No escape bonus because that was scripted. Well, even if it wasn't scripted, I still wouldn't be able to get them all.
Where'd that man go? Did he take soldiers into the cathedral?
There should be a mausoleum nearby. Could you take his body there?
Yes, right away.
Take care with him, please. He was a dear friend. He gave his all for the king. For the royal bloodline. The least he deserves is dignity in death.
To be honest, I expected Louis to foil the assassination with his own power, like using his reflexes to knock aside the dagger and then go for the kill. But instead, it was the king's own magic, just to show that we have to win a battle of popularity and not just with magic or swords. Even though Louis could probably beat us at that too, with the way our levels are.
My name is Hulkenberg. I have a question for you. That power you wield is not something they teach in the army. You are no ordinary soldier.
Not one single person in the army unlocked an archetype on their own.
And you? You're clearly more than a guard, Captain.
I am a knight in the Crown's service. Commanding the guard is not my station's duty, but these are dire times.
A knight?
And you pretend at soldiery. But that matter can wait. Alsace seemed to know you.
I wouldn't say we're pretending. Technically, Klinger did recruit us. Alsace.
Who is Alsace?
We'll have time for debate after we apprehend that mage. He's after the royal scepter, I'm sure of it.
The royal scepter?
Please, someone, help! Please help. I've still got family inside.
Did he trap civilians in the cathedral?
Yes, my family, and more.
I don't envy their chances if he finds them helpless.
I am honor-bound as a knight to answer their plea. I would ask your aid as well, if you might give it.
Does it not tarnish the Royal Knights to enlist the aid of strangers?
I haven't the luxury of refusing able fighters.
If I turn back here, I'd never be able to face Grius. Any objections, my friend?
None that would stop you. It's gonna be dangerous.
None that would stop you, I expect.
You know me so well already. Let's just watch out for those accursed skeletons.
Yep, that's what the healer archetype's for.
Gotta hurry.
We catch up to that knight.
Over here!
Bro, my physical attack sucks.
Everything's pretty standard.
Noble scripture. Okay, I can sell that later and make up for all my horrible financial decisions.
Over here!
We are upward bound.
This is bad.
Here, I was gonna collapse. Watch out! Oh no, we got dumped to the dungeon. Or, no, separated. Drat, we've been separated. I say, are you alright? Somehow, yeah, the problem is...
Damn it,
there's no way up now. Seek another path, I shall ascend from here. Got it, we'll catch up.
Alright.
Let's meet again above. Fight well, not reckless.
okay?
There's gotta be a way forward. We need to find it. Tarnished candelabra. Oh man. White.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
Right there. Forward! Time for some close.
Hit him where it hurts!
Onyx.
Nice!
Medicine.
Plenty of use for that. Everything's pretty standard.
I can feel my power growing.
Okay.
Yeah!
Breeze Igniter adds Mage Wind. Broken Igniter. Help me!
Blast!
Who the hell are you? Where'd he come from? No, stay back! That damn necromancer, he's attacking defenseless civilians!
Like I'd let you.
We can't just leave them. Come on, we have to help. Okay. Igniters actually cost more in terms of MP, huh? Interesting. But are they actually stronger? It still says weak, so I assume that's to incentivize you to make use of inheritance instead.
Light! Last one!
I can't afford to hold back. Hack and slash!
Unscathed. Are you unhurt?
Yes.
We're all right thanks to you, but who are you? Which organization do you belong to?
The children!
Please save my son, he's up ahead.
Got it.
We'll look for him. Please wait here until we send word. Are you not really to stay army? Oh well, it makes no difference in the end. A rescue is a rescue after all.
Understood.
I'll watch over her. Sorry to make you do this, but please look out for her son. Even children got caught up in all this. Suppose it's not a symbol to bring the nation justice.
There they are.
Watch out! He's been spotted!
What? They're behind me too.
That works like a charm!
Bro, this is evil. Ambushing. Magma pill.
Looks like it could be
Vitamins.
If it's useful...
Purified tea cake.
That should come...
Ailment absolution.
There. Forward!
Ready, everyone!
I think we're in the clear.
Gross remedy. Okay. Where are you? I can't get out. Help me. A child. He must be in this room.
Don't tell me.
Would sure be
Noble scripture
find some treasure.
and blessed water. Some ivory staff. Oh, that's for the mage. Good thing I didn't buy any mage weapons then. Or I'd be feeling really dumb right now. Well, I still feel dumb for all my careless spending, but still.
All right.
It's gonna be alright. Are you hurt?
Okay.
Yeah, it was scary. You're very brave. Your mother was worried. We're lost too. Thank you, sir. Looks like he's okay. I'm gonna go get a soldier.
Thank goodness.
Thank you, and well done. I'll get him to safety. You two should get out of here as well. The area ahead is much too dangerous. Honestly, I'm not even sure the state army can handle this.
No.
We've heard business to attend to. Take care of the child if you would.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly for saving me, sirs. You be careful too.
Let's hurry.
Let's regroup that night. Open.
Wow, look at that.
Bomb of life.
Hey! You found something!
Okay. Noble scripture, help, and sense.
Everything all right?
You were late. Were you waylaid by fighting?
No.
There were people struggling to get away. We just couldn't abandon them.
I see.
In that case, well done. Still, there are likely more who need assistance inside.
Look,
There's a sorry mess that the royal funeral led to. I could never have imagined. We only have Louis to blame. Watching an attack on the proceedings was unthinkable.
And then...
That's not all he's done. That man's a relative of his. You said he's after a royal scepter. Yes, no doubt to offer it to his master. Once Louis takes it in his hand, I fear the whole country will bend to his whims. We can't let it happen. I mean, we can stop him, right? So let's keep moving.
Onward.
The entrance is to the upper levels is ahead. Let's try to keep up.
Damn it.
If he's after a royal scepter, we must stop him regardless of the cost. What the?
However...
You gotta be joking. That thing looks absolutely massive. We have to climb that whole way. This is gonna take a while.
Yes.
Indeed we do. The royal scepter chamber is at the top. Let's make haste. That's a big dungeon. Holy shit.
Everything's pretty standard.
And also, what's with the unturnable camera? What if I get ambushed?
Hurry!
Look at that.
Doors up ahead. No save point. No rest point. Okay.
What's become of this place? Is that Magla? And in a building like this?
It's just like in the abandoned mines.
What was that sound?
Brace yourselves. It's collapsing.
Look! The entrance!
Damn it! Now how are we supposed to get inside?
We'll not be getting in this way. That collapse was no accident. He means to halt our advance. Best to seek another way, and I've a plan to do it.
A plan's more than I have. Right. Lead the way.
Before we go any further, I would have my answers. We must speak of the man Louis executed.
So, were you a friend to Grius?
Yes. I knew him as Alsace. Arvid Alsace. He'd been engaged as a tutor to His Royal Highness, teaching him swordsmanship at the king's behest.
I see. I didn't expect you'd know him.
I see.
Yes. Well, it was back when I myself was serving as one of His Highness's personal guards.
You're a personal guard for the prince.
I was. Now he is lost to me. Which brings me to the heart of my concern. I hope you can give me the answer I seek. Why were you trying to kill Louis?
Well...
We can't reveal the reason for the assassination.
Revenge. The assassination is for His Highness. To avenge his death.
Oh, nice evasive answer. We don't know which highness. The prince or the king.
Revenge?
Not just for the prince. Louis killed the king as well.
Oh, no, he's just telling it as it is. Okay.
Alsace was a calculating man. Callous, where softer hearts falter. He was not some wild-eyed revolutionary, driven by petty emotion. Why would such a man sacrifice all in the name of revenge?
Who knows?
Oh, we're not going to tell her that the prince is in a coma. Because if we do manage to restore a prince, then wouldn't this whole contest be called off?
Is that all you wanted to know, then?
If nothing else, you were friends of Alsace. Once more, I would humbly request your blades at my side.
I'd think you'd find surer allies among the guard.
You saw for yourself their failings today. A legion may be easily divided. A squad of few elites, however, moves as one.
A squad of few elite archetype users, huh? Yeah, she knows the archetypes are probably going to be stronger than regular level grinding soldiers.
I'll have us into the Grand Cathedral. I know the way. Will you assist me?
Naturally. How about you?
Of course. Will you be able to help? It's your decision ultimately.
Of course.
Right. Not much point in asking, really.
Oi! Where's the state army?
I can't believe all the mess at the king's funeral. Our country's doomed, isn't it?
Pretty chaotic here.
With good reason. I was there, and even I struggled to grasp the situation.
Oh, you're back. Have you seen Maria?
Maria? She's missing.
She heard the commotion and ran off. She can't have gotten far.
Oi, Fabienne! We found Maria!
Maria!
Don't move her. She suffered a blow to the head.
She must have been caught in the wave of people fleeing. Poor girl.
She's unconscious, but I don't believe it's life-threatening.
Ah, but he'll be along soon, won't he?
He's... ellipses.
I'm sorry.
I was prepared for the worst, but... Oh.
Damn it. Fabienne is taking care of Maria. Sounds like she'll have to stay put and rest for a while.
Are there people still left inside?
Most of the soldiers sent in to help haven't returned. I expect Louis's forces made short work of them. No one's sure if that human's corpse is safe either, so it's just been left to rot.
Underground, there is a mausoleum where the dead are interred. It opens to the Grand Cathedral on the other side.
And we can trust your word, can we? How do we even get into this mausoleum?
There's a gate just beside the recruitment center. We'll make our way in from there.
Right. Let's hurry.
Wait, we're in a city area. Tutorial cities. Check your approval rating by pressing LB. Archetypes as manifestations of heroes can sense the fame of their user. You'll grow more popular naturally and by helping other people. In addition, max proportion of your ranking will accumulate daily at any coronation rock, where leading candidates' faces are carved into their face, serviced by the king's magic. You can collect multiple days' worth at once. Oh man.
Let's move.
We'll free Alsace from assigning regrets for His Highness's sake as well. Memorandum.
I'm heading out.
His Highness's sake, let's sell this. I can't... Wait, why can't I talk to Stroll? Okay, there. I'm worried about Maria, but let's just do what we can for now.
Yeah.
Let's do what we can.
Let's go.
The gate to the mausoleum is to the left of the recruitment center, right? Let's go take a look. How far can I travel at this point? Can I still go to, like, our shops and such? Now that I have some sellables? Instantly travel location you previously visited through the map screen, but only within the town itself. Otherwise, it would break the whole time management system, huh? My popularity rank is probably the last place, huh? As of yet, foul or a nameless wretch. In the time to come, we shall judge if foul art a worthy vessel for our power. The true king who the people would choose must be as a culmination of the heroes of Eld. If foul should use my power as 'tis meant to be, the path will be open before feet. Use my strength for justice and save the people of the realm. Make real the world that was beyond our grasp. Whoa. Does that voice belong to your archetype? It's true that under the king's rules, anyone could be crowned, even you. But I think stopping this calamity is way more important than worrying about that right now. Thing is, Louis is doing some kind of weird faux populist bullshit. So he's already got a huge lead on us. And then there's Forden, who I guess represents the status quo. What is this guy? Is he just here to tell us about the popularity stuff? What business have you at the Grand Cathedral? We came to see Coronation Rock. We came to see a human. We're just curious about the rock. Can we just take a look and be on our way?
This?
So it's a stone created by the royal magic. If the faces appear in the giant stone king's eye, then they also appear here.
Oh, yeah?
Let's see what we have. First up is Forden. It appears Louis II. Third is, who is this? There's some other smaller faces too, but I don't recognize any of them. No telling where it goes from here, though. It's still pretty uncharted territory for us.
Yep.
Now we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it?
Hello there.
We came to see a human. You came to see that monster. Don't come crying to me if you regret it. That's the human Louis cast aside. So creepy. We should probably burn its corpse. I'm starting to feel sick. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
You little bastard, you.
There's so many conversations around me.
What is it?
What the hell's wrong with that rock? What's wrong with that rock? It's got people's faces growing on it. It's creepy.
So irreverent.
You dare call it such a thing? All we know the biggest face on there is that of His Eminence Sanctifex Borden. They seem to be the faces of the people supported by citizens across the country, just as His Majesty in the sky said.
Oh, it's you!
In other words, perhaps the faces you see here are of people who have gained the public's trust. Trust, you say? How utterly ridiculous. As if Louis could ever gain enough support to be on part of His Eminence. Dude, don't underestimate evil populism. We're gonna rock. Is it even safe for us to be here? The human back there is even far creepier.
What in tarnation?
Disgusting human. And are the officials really leaving his corpse to rot? What happens if it... close array. How was His Majesty's funeral come to this?
Look at that.
People were in an uproar.
You little hardly believe.
Herb seller. We're interested in my shop's herbs. Well, sorry to break you, but I can't sell it to you. Now, before you get the wrong idea, let me assure you it's not a matter of tribe. It's just I got a limited stock and only sell my regulars.
Good goal.
Or discuss me how useless the state army is. Seems like the debacle of the Grand Cathedral won't be resolved anytime soon. I wish I don't even know what to do with that human corpse. Perhaps they should have dissolved the army before worrying about the Mage Academy, The Mage Academy shut down. I don't know why myself. One day researchers like me had jobs there, and the next we did. We were robbed of our home, no thanks to the church's meddling. All this prejudice against Elda like you start doing too, you know? They must have some motive, if you ask me. Hey, good to speak of a kid still under the church's heel. Take this, I'd like you to have it, as good luck. Magla pill.
Oi!
By the way, Elda, I need to hurry and get the hell away from here. Where are you dialing around for? Get this carriage away from the Great Cathedral. I can't stand this. Protecting the Grand Cathedral from Louis is just impossible. There's no way. It's not just Louis that's tough. The private army he leads has an elite force of warriors as well. They're called the White Clyde. Gotta be honest, I admire them a bit, but this is something else.
I see the soldiers' morale is all but evaporated.
In the end, it's someone else's problem. It is sad, though.
You seem plenty like him on guard duty. Some just sit there, not moving a muscle. Others roll on the ground, moaning. Or look into those dead eyes and not feel something cold grip your own heart. We should give it a rest. There is new dialogue here. You know, what business have you at the Grand Cathedral? And you have a fairy escort. What noble family have you absconded from? We're just passing by, and we aren't anyone's servants or captives. Can you stop trying to pick a fight with us? Got my eye on you. Try any funny business, and I'll show no mercy. Did I miss that conversation from before? Weird. Seems like we should be the least of his worries considering what's going down there.
And what is it you want?
We're crying out loud. What a day. So much for a royal funeral. Anyway, here we make a purchase. Oh, you're an Elda. Elda. Go away. Even kids are doing this. The adults are setting a terrible example. There. You should be careful. There's been reports of a needy swindler around here. Wait, you're an Elda. Ugh, damn it. What's going on? You believe this freak? He's not moved from that corpse for ages, even as the stink gets worse and worse. Never says a word, no matter what I ask him. You ask me, mind-fogged folks like him might be creepier than the cadavers. Paying him is soothing in and of itself. We're able to forget the hustle of the outside world even for a moment.
Hello. Yes, that's right.
The Grand Cathedral, I recall visiting a few times. An iconic structure and a symbol of the sheer power of sanctism holds in the kingdom. I believe it was also where they kept the royal scepter, instrument of royal magic. That lofty power said to shake the world's very foundation. Should that scepter fall in the wrong hands, it would spell dire consequences for a country, not the least of which fracturing the much-needed faith of the people. The man you stand against, the man known as Louis, may be one of the most powerful wielders of magic alive today.
Fascinating.
If you would fight, you must strive to reach the pinnacle of your archetype, and train well alongside your allies. Indeed, I am curious to see who prevails. The royal magic written in a language I can't understand. Magic formula written by the king. And the document is the word... Okay.
Hey.
Just be sure, royal magic is the magic that got invoked at the royal funeral, right? And this is its formula.
Yes.
That does seem to be the case. Put it another way, the king had a detailed plan to ensure how things would play out before he died at Louis's hands. Kind of stupid plan that involves giving your son's murderer a chance to take the throne. I don't see the logic. In the 785 years that Euchronia has endured, there has only been a few instances where the king has invoked this magic. A strong desire of some sort surely spurs his decision. I believe there are still secrets to be found. A reason that this script exists and for the name and drawing at the end.
Grant me a moment.
What a strange feeling I'm getting. Now that I consider it again, I feel as if I've seen this somewhere before. Why do I feel this way? It's certainly not a language used anywhere in the kingdom.
Got a moment?
Hey, are you okay? Indeed, it certainly seems there's much I cannot recall.
Adieu.
Should you learn anything new? I appreciate it very much if you would share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new troops. It's Louis. Louis finally did it, heh.
Whatever.
Seen you a lot lately, though, lad. Thinking you'll stay a while. If so, be careful. There's been more guards around the area. They'll come after us even if we aren't doing anything. Try and keep a low profile.
Stop!
In Elda and the Ferry, what business do you have in the Grand Trad? The sensation, I can feel magla in the air getting thinner. Does this device collect magla? My, the vermin is awfully observant. How loathsome. Listen, what this accumulator does is none of your business, understand? If you're looking for the exchange magla, go to Sunshade Row. If you've got no real business here, leave. Wait, you? Come now, Mara. Despite how far we've come, we've much far to go. But Kukolis, will you be alright if something were to happen to you? I need only make some small business transactions while I'm here. Worry not, I'll leave Grand Trad as soon as I'm finished. Yeah. That's it, I'm doing Martyra soon. Do you know of it? The people there eat bugs. A dull, gloomy place, if I'm honest. Once my business is through, I'll pop by the village. Oh, and I'll bring you a souvenir from Brylehaven. There you go, this is but a brief goodbye. You stay safe, Mother, and count the days until we meet again, for they shall be short. His hat, is his hat covering his ears as a carapace? They must have been done in by the desert. You know, the one we crossed to get here. It was crawling with monsters. Thinking back, we were lucky to make it out alive with just a sword to protect us. Now that we're stronger, I hope we can make a difference. Galka's right. The casualties seem to be mounting even outside the city. Maybe we can do something to help.
Humans?
Oh my, do you see that enormous corpse? Those creatures really are out on the wasteland. Louis is absolutely barmy. How could he bring an abomination like that to the Grand Cathedral? I simply can't believe it. What a shock to my poor nerves. You seen that corpse of the Grand Cathedral? Never seen one that huge. There you go again. What is it now? A human or something? Regardless, the army will handle whatever it is you're on about. I've heard another proper scary rumor too. Apparently, Louis is the only one in the kingdom strong enough to defeat one.
You're not getting off the...
This is a dangerous city. Come, let's hurry home. Oh, are we leaving already? I quite like the flying royal palace.
You're not getting off the hook for that.
Same view of all the houses, but the royal palace is just up there in the sky, making them seem so tiny. Not mention the huge mess in the Grand Cathedral. This situation is just so out of control. I hope it never... What if it falls and just destroys everything? Man.
Think I'll forget...
That soldier is behaving most suspiciously. He keeps staring at me from across the street. He's supposed to be keeping watch over the igniter shop. What does he hope to accomplish by fixing his gaze upon a fellow guard? I feel like that soldier across the street keeps looking at me. He's been doing that for a while now. He's a guard for a church, so he's probably of high rank. Did I do something wrong?
You little bastard.
Man. Those two are just stuck in a loop of looking at each other, wondering why they're looking.
The royal guard is sloppy, aren't they?
All right.
No lookouts that I can see will not be discovered going in or out of the cathedral as we please.
Well...
It's so quiet, it's kind of creepy.
Even so...
I rather have avoided disrupting the dead, but we cannot let that stop us here.
I'm a little worried.
I'm worried about the people left in the Grand Cathedral.
Let's go.
Instead of the cathedral, we're going after that necromancer. We're going to catch him, for Grius' sake as well.
All right.
Just as I thought, the area has to be sealed off. We should be able to enter through here.
Look.
This path leads to the back entrance of the Grand Cathedral. Security should be layered than it is to the front.
Ready?
Let's head inside. You all ready? Yeah, no choice. And let's enter. The way straight ahead. I really wish I could grind more against those skeletons.
Doesn't it seem like?
It's downright eerie. Much too quiet in here. We have no choice but to seal ourselves and move on. This is the only way left open for us.
Let's hurry.
This area looks clear. Let's hurry.
Onward.
The stairs to the Grand Cathedral lie ahead.
Look.
Even so, the magla here is so dense. Is this the work of the necromancer too?
Wait.
I'm getting a strange feeling from ahead. It's the same feeling I had at the bad mine before. But the mines were... What do you sense? I don't know, but I've got a bad feeling about this. What's the plan, Allegory? We're going in.
Yeah.
Right, no time to second guess ourselves.
What's going on? We can't get through the door.
Strange as he is, that pale fellow's magic works. Good for rooting out the rats.
That blasted mage set a trap. Not surprising. We knew he was expecting us.
And you still fell for it? At least you'll be in good company.
Oh no!
It can't be.
No way.
Alsace.
What? How'd they move that fast?
Alsace, stop it! Don't! Why would you die for revenge of all things? The man I fought beside was not so ruled by anger and malice. Alsace, tell me, please.
No, you can't just kill her off before she can actually join.
Is this the price of my failure, then? The prince? For having lost him, you too would abandon me. Why did you leave me alone in the dark when you escaped with his highness? I have sought him for so many years to no avail. And now, Of course. 'Tis only just that you be the one to send me to him now.
Get up! Fight!
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
No! You have it wrong!
The prince is alive!
Hey!
He's right. We do hunt Louis, but not for revenge. We mean to lift the prince's curse.
Is that true? His highness is still...
Yes, he lives. So you have to keep fighting!
You mean, if that's true, then I...
O lodestar who wanders in solemn duty, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
You know my new calling, transcending all oaths. I choose life of my own will!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
My name is Iselin Pacelli Majal Hulkenberg. I am knight, I am commander, and last of the Honor Guard! Once more, I take up arms in my liege's name!
And you get a horse for it too.
Alsace, I will see you freed.
For the liege I am sworn to, in his royal name, with this power, I shall open the way! Alsace, 'tis almost finished.
I'm sensing a huge surge of power. Hang on. It almost seems like the two archetypes are resonating with each other.
You unlock synthesis skills. Synthesis skills are special cooperative skills available according to party channeled archetypes. Access them by pressing A on a party member's turn. In order to perform any synthesis skill, a second party member with a specific archetype channeled is necessary. Synthesis icons consume the collaborator's turn icon in addition to the active character's turn icon.
Grius, I'm so sorry.
Oh man. Synthesis team up.
Allies, together!
All right, let's go!
Roar with royal might!
Defense fell. But there is a prom. Use Hama.
Now, what's the play?
Yeah, problem is this I won't be able to... I can't just pass the turn to Hulkenberg because I only have half a turn icon.
Are you prepared?
If only, man. Now I eat an AoE to the face, and that sucks.
Only a flesh wound.
Good thing she resisted it. I can probably get away with one more just to keep his defenses double debuffed, huh? Yeah.
Behold, we stand together!
Let me help!
Behold my power!
It's okay. We can do this. Let's go!
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Okay, and that leaves me...
I shall vanquish evil!
Diagonal slash while you're double debuffed. At this point, I will have to... I have no choice but to use anti-aggro stuff. Ow. Yeah. At this point, I have to use Knight's Proclamation, otherwise my other guys will not be able to keep up.
I stand waiting.
This will actually affect the enemy's AI to some extent, in terms of their skill usage.
No holding back!
Diagonal slash.
Observe the enemy.
I already have my aggro set up, so it's actually probably smarter to just guard.
I shall be as a shield.
Mocking Phantasm is a single target version of his AoE. So it's way easier to survive against.
You're barely holding together. You gotta heal up.
By this power!
Their weakness.
Warrior!
And that's how you win without items as quickly as possible.
Alsace!
Yeah, you have to, yeah, it turns out doing the aggro thing actually causes the enemy to sometimes change to a single target version of their AoE skill.
His Highness and Maria's home. I leave them in your hands.
We'll do as you ask, friend. I swear it.
Okay.
Okay.
I shall rise to the occasion.
He was way stronger as a zombie than a party member. Though it should be noticed his party member base stats are actually way higher than yours, even at the same level.
Rest now, Alsace. We will protect Maria and His Royal Highness.
Oh. Isn't this crystal just like what we saw in the abandoned mine? It gives me the same nasty feeling. Come on, let's just destroy it.
First he wakes the dead, and now this bizarre object. This man is dangerous and must be stopped.
You said you were a royal knight, didn't you? Were you there on the night the prince was attacked?
Yes, though I was the least among the Order then. We saw His Highness afflicted with a horrific curse. But soon after, he mysteriously vanished. Alsace was one of His Highness's closest confidants when he disappeared. I'd wondered if they were both lost to us.
But I could see it when we told you the truth. You believed the prince was alive, didn't you?
I'd left my post to wander the land. A search party, at least in intent. News of the king's demise brought me back. Thence, we met. Now, onward. 'Tis nothing. Let us go.
Don't "'tis nothing" mean? You took a hard hit early on. Let's head back for now.
But...
We've come this far, so he'll be looking to buy time. It's just as you advised before. We can't rush in if we're to see this through. What say you? We can withdraw for now, right?
Yeah, we should head back.
Yes, we should head back.
I'll trust your judgment. Homeward, then.
Ah, you're just in time. Maria's awake. She's not hurt too badly, but she's locked up in her room and won't come out. I told her that her father wouldn't be coming home.
So she knows.
Oh, I should say, I found a note in his belongings. Meant for you all, I'm sure. It said, if there's anything left that could serve you, take it. I left his belongings in his room, so you're free to have a look.
Grius entrusted his belongings to us.
Now that you're here, I'll go check on her one more time. Try to rest, and I'll be back shortly.
Damn you, Louis.
Can I assume you're still dedicated to the mission?
Mission?
Killing Louis to lift the prince's curse. We've lost a lot already. We can't afford to give up after one failure.
Don't worry. I've no intention of giving up now.
What do you think? Are you going after Louis?
Of course I am.
Of course I am.
Yes. Someone has to bring the bastard to justice. You saw what would happen under his rule. We can't just let him doom this country.
Thus do you seek Louis's death. Knowing the truth, may I join your cause? I heard of your trials at the fort, and considering all I've seen and heard, Louis clearly aims to seize the throne. Allow me to lend my blade. Even if we can put the man down, if we can't save the heir to the throne, it would be all for naught. Until the day His Highness, the prince's life is saved, I will fight through all obstacles.
We'd be happy to have you. But are you sure?
It is but another leg on my own long journey, and now I may travel in good company. What say you?
We'd welcome you. I hope we can count on you.
We'd welcome you, gladly.
Truly? Thank you. I shall strive to protect you, as you saved me.
Seems a bit redundant to say after all you've done for us, but we're glad to have you.
Leave it to me.
Hulkenberg, ever loyal knight, has become your ally.
Then let us be bound in both purpose and trust. My life is your shield, and my blade is your strength.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg. Within her dwells the virtue of the knight. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I would stake my very life upon it.
No, anyone can be a knight. Since the heroic embodiment of the knight from Hulkenberg. Okay.
Oh! Now that she's part of the team, we ought to show her. Here. This is the prince. He's been asleep for a long, long time.
His Royal Highness.
He's stable. But unless we can do something about that curse, he's finished.
That mage could be the key to this. I couldn't guess what he aims to accomplish, but if we can capture him, he could lead us straight to Louis.
Doubtless he seeks the royal scepter. 'Tis enshrined in a chamber in the cathedral under a powerful warding seal. Such magic would likely take days of concentration to dispel, even with powers to do so.
You figure that's why he said we've got until the mourning period ends? If it's true, we still have some days until the mourning ends. Leaves us a little time to spare. But what did he mean when he told us to wait for the Day of Calamity? Just an ominous name for the day he grabs the scepter?
He can tell us himself at the end of a sword. The innkeeper's given her blessing, so we'll use this place as our headquarters for now.
Yeah, probably for the best. It's already gotten late today, so let's reconvene here tomorrow. Do you feel responsible for Grius and Maria?
Of course I do. There's nothing we could have done.
Of course I do.
That's not your burden to bear alone, okay? I don't make much of a guide, do I? I can't even get proper directions. God, I wish I wasn't so useless.
You're overthinking. Me too. You got us this far, Gallica.
You're the one who's gotten us this far, Gallica.
You think so? Well, it's nice of you to say. My grief is getting the better of me. But I've got to shape up. Grius gave his life for that mission. We can't let him down. Let's figure it out as a team, all right? I'll do whatever I can.
You can sense Gallica's heartbreak, her trust, her determination.
Gotta focus on the here and now, not the past.
Mage enlightenment followers echoes.
Well, you should get some rest tonight in preparation for tomorrow.
Let's rest.
When will we rest early to prepare for tomorrow? Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Myth for ReFantazio. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.